Hello, Goa Flowers. So we are now in our home. We are very, very happy, very content to be here, loving the space. The energy feels really good. Although everything is a complete mess. You can see the boxes behind me. You can see the television just being on some kind of temporary stand. But I keep looking at those arrows pointing up, and I keep saying to myself, the only way is up, the only way is up. So just one step at a time, one breath at a time, and I'm gradually unpacking. We're gradually putting things, in the space where it belongs, and gradually, making a home, which to me is just so joyful. I always love to create a home and to make a home. It's very important to me. It's one of those things that I think are the most important, and I always try to make a home no matter where it is that I live. That is a very Scandinavian thing about me, I think. So so the place that we moved into here is a different area that we lived before, and it used to take about 7 to 10 minutes to bike Lars to school. Now it takes us about 20 minutes, and there's a lot of hills here. And there's one hill that we have to go through in order to get to school. Yay! We made it! What do you call the hill again, Lars?
The ramp of death.
The ramp of death. But we survive each time. So we keep climbing up this hill, and my heartbeat is going a little bit faster. My thighs are burning, but I keep saying, I'm getting in good shape. Yeah, I'm losing those pounds that I've gained. I'm going to look at the bright side. The only way is up. But for a minute, we said to ourselves, is there a way that we can avoid this ramp of death? Both Lars and I said that, and we found a different way, and we took that way the other day, and we came to the conclusion that actually the ramp of death was the best way to go. Because the other way was too much traffic, it was too dusty. I just felt like I was inhaling all this pollution, lots of bikers, and it was too much stimulation on our nervous system, and even Lars felt it. So yeah, we are now looking at the ramp of death a little bit differently, actually. And isn't that funny? I think that is so human nature, that when something is tough and something is a bit hard, then we always look to see if there's a different way, and then sometimes we have to take that different way in order to see that the previous way might not be as bad as what we thought it was. That's it. So this is just going to be a very short vlog today. Just wanted to take you along with me, trying to get a little bit better at this. Like I said in last week's vlog, I was so heartwarmed from all of your comments, and a few of you said that you thought I was very brave. Also, it was kind of nice to hear from some of you that you felt like I had shared a lot over the years, even though I hadn't shared, everything in the way that I kind of feel myself that I should have shared. But when a few of you said that you thought I was brave, it was interesting. As I was unpacking, I listen a lot to podcasts, and I also listen to a lot of interviews on YouTube. One interview I was listening to with Simon Sinek. I love him. This was on a YouTube channel called Behind the Brand. And they were talking about being brave. And one thing that struck me was what Simon said about being brave, and usually it's easier, he said, to be brave when you feel supported. And I hadn't thought about that actually, when I was sharing with you. But yes, I do feel very supported on this YouTube channel. I feel often that YouTube is my second home. And I was kind of reflecting as I was unpacking and putting things in place about bravery, feeling supported, creating a home. And I think that maybe this is just, who I am. I like to create a space where everyone feels supported. I like to create a space that is non-competitive. I do that, I think, in my classes. I guess I have been doing that, here on YouTube. I think this is just what I do naturally. I create a space where we can all be held. And even though I don't very consciously think about it, I think that's what I do. So when you said to me that you thought I was being brave, I kept thinking about that. Probably the reason I felt like I could be brave and I could share was because I felt like I would be held in this space here on YouTube. And that is just such a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful thing, right? To be able to feel like you can share, and that all you'll get in return is, I hear you, I feel the same way. And, it's like I was just being held. And since I can do that to you, you can do that back to me. And, guys, it's really, really priceless. It truly is. And I love this community. I love this feeling and this back and forth of sharing. So all I try to do is to aspire to inspire. And it's, it's from the heart. So the more we allow ourselves to operate from the heart, we will be brave. But it definitely makes it all the better when you feel that on the receiving end, you are being supported. So Simon Sinek is definitely right in saying that it's easier to be brave when you feel supported. So yeah, I wanted to say thank you so much, and I'm very excited about these vlogs. Actually, I feel like I'm allowing myself just to be perfectly imperfect and just to share the ordinary, which is quite extraordinary. I feel so blessed, and when this theme of home, as I'm so sad for all of those that experienced the hurricanes, this hurricane season that has left so many people without their homes and being homeless. And everything is so many horrible things happening in the world where people, have to flee from their homes. I think about this a lot, and I feel extremely blessed and grateful for having this home, but I don't take it lightly, because I've also been in situations where I've had a hard time getting a home. Like when I moved to New York, I had $700 in my pocket. I didn't have any credit. And in America, credit is king, and you don't get an apartment unless you have credit. And I had zero because I hadn't lived there. And I had a really hard time getting an apartment. And eventually I did get an apartment. And that was a really good feeling, to get my own apartment. And then this week was also 9/11. And that also brings up a lot for me. We lived right next to the World Trade Center. And when 9/11 happened, we were homeless for 3 months. And then we had to, find ways to get a new home. And although, we had resources and, we would be fine, we were also helped a lot by the Red Cross. And that was very, very good. And I love the Red Cross. I always support the Red Cross because time and time again, the Red Cross always comes through and helps people. And yeah, so I'm extra grateful for having a home, because it is important in life to have a roof over your head and to have a home and to feel safe and to have a space where you can, nurture yourself and retreat, from this world, which is, not always so easy to live in. Yeah, share with me, what you feel is great about your home. And, a home, it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be fancy. It can be a flat, it can be a house, it can really be anything. And a home is a home when you enter it. The love, the attention, the devotion that goes into a home. Yeah, what is important for you in your home? I would love to really hear that in the comments below. So please share with me your idea of a home. Is home important to you? Do you take care of your home? Like, what do you do for your home? And then as I settle in a little bit more here, I'll share with you a little bit more about, what is becoming maybe my favorite part of my home, and maybe we can have a little dialogue about that. Okay, so that's it for me today. It was just a little sitting down vlog. I was teaching this morning, and now I need to take a shower and maybe unpack a little bit more. And it's been so good to be back teaching. I had taken off, the month of August. So lovely to see my students again and sort of be back in action. And as I've now settled in a little bit more here, I get back at making videos for you guys, and I'm thrilled to be doing that again. And now I've got to get back into writing, finishing up my Moon Phase yoga book, and just continue on. The only way is up. The only way is up. Maybe that will be the title of this vlog. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but either that or something to do with home. I have to figure that out, but my brain isn't quite working, so please, I apologize, but I come to you as I am, the ordinary and the extraordinary and whatever life has to offer. All right, so I want to hear from you in the comment box below, and I will see you there. Let's always make sure this is not a monologue just for me. It is a dialogue. I will see you next week. Mwah! Bye.